50 degrees weather first, thick cloud cover outside and showers just now moving into Clark County. Tomorrow afternoon looking like a very soggy day. I'll have the details coming up in weather first.
A horrifying sight witnessed by many on the Las Vegas Strip.
Watch out! Watch out! Oh!
But now, in the aftermath of yesterday's fire at the Monte Carlo, investigators are searching for clues into what caused the blaze.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Tiffani Sargent. We begin tonight with the high praise for dozens of local firefighters after getting the Monte Carlo fire under control so quickly. And tonight, our Action News team coverage continues as we speak with one of the men in charge of tackling the inferno. Action News reporter Jeff Gradney joins us now live from the hotel with more on strategy, determination, and guts.
Well, Tiffany, the firefighter we spoke with, actually went inside, and he said from his fire station, when it happened, you could actually see the Monte Carlo burning, and it's something no one wanted to see, a high-rise fire on the Las Vegas Strip.
Now, business as usual. Another call for the Clark County fire crews of Station 18. But as they roll out, the call to the raging Monte Carlo fire is still fresh in their minds.
It got the adrenaline pumping.
Captain Warren Whitney, a 13-year veteran firefighter, was one of dozens on the way.
Just things started going through my head. Was there some type of explosion? Was there some type of an act of terrorism? You know, what could have caused this fire?
Whitney went into the burning hotel with initial fire attack units straight up to the fire level, 32nd floor, with only moments to get in, figure it out, and begin their assault on a potentially disastrous fire. He says even with the hotel's standing water pipe systems in place to help, it was still a tense situation.
It was an awkward situation, you know. Ideally, you're fighting any fire head on. That, because of the way the fire was, we didn't have that luxury.
So in minutes, they adapted, knocking out windows and hanging out of the high-rise, shooting water across at the ravenous flames from several directions.
We put crews in place above us and below us, and you know, as we reassessed and implemented those tactics, that worked out for us. So, you know, it turned out good, and everyone was pretty happy with the stop.
And happy they have what it takes to get the job done, call after call.
Teamwork, training, and everyone kept a level head.
And firefighters always tell us when something like this happens, they always learn something from it. But it's always knowledge they hope never to have to use again. Reporting live, I'm Jeff Gradney, Channel 13 Action News.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Well, the scene of the fire was frightening for hotel guests as well and for onlookers on the Las Vegas Strip. Thick black smoke and flames shot into the air, and big chunks of construction foam that looked like fireballs continued to fall to the ground. And now many are still wondering what caused the blaze and when will the hotel reopen. Action News reporter Heather Klein coverage with more on the investigation.
The big news here tonight, from the 26th floor down, the Monte Carlo is safe. It is structurally sound. However, something has to be done about the upper floors before the public will be allowed to go inside. Where all that black is at the top, building officials worry about falling debris. So until the exterior facade is removed, their doors can't open for public use. Day 2, the site more eerie when compared to yesterday's drama. The pristine white and gold glitter of the Monte Carlo now shadowed in shades of black.
We're on the 8th floor, and the smell of smoke is pretty, it's pretty smoky.
Monte Carlo guests shuttled and escorted inside to pick up belongings, most staying at sister properties, while building and fire inspectors decide what happens next.
At this time, we feel that it's habitable of the casino area up through the 26th floor, with one exception.
That exception? The exterior either must go or be secured. Even though the Monte Carlo is structurally sound, the burnt decorative facade from the 27th floor up isn't stable enough to prevent charred debris from falling off.
Glass is falling still. This last hour, there's still glass falling out of the building.
So the Monte Carlo stays closed, but they were given a permit to start demolition immediately. Even though from the outside the hotel looks charred to the core, firefighters say only the 29th and 32nd floors actually have fire damage on the inside.
We do know that the outside facade was what was burning. We have little damage inside the facility.
I've been in those floors, seen a leather chair 4 feet away from the window. It showed no damage whatsoever.
Hard to imagine when remembering the speed of the flames. Hard to take when seeing a piece of the Las Vegas skyline scarred. We still aren't any closer at finding out exactly what caused the fire. Investigators tell Action News it did start somewhere on the outside, possibly the roof. We also know the first alarm sounded from the elevator shaft in the center of the hotel because smoke traveled through. Now, one final note, there's also reports of welders working on the roof at the time of the fire. Those reports have neither been confirmed nor denied. Reporting at the Monte Carlo, I'm Heather Klein, Channel 13 Action News.
Also tonight, the final group of guests who were staying at the Monte Carlo have collected their belongings from the last 250 rooms located on the top 5 floors. And now a spokesperson for the hotel says they'll assess the damage and evaluate the situation at full capacity. They say they're pleased with how the systems worked and how the staff handled the emergency situation.
We're obviously in the coming weeks going to go through that, and we will learn things. We may change things.
Here at Action News, we received some initial reports that many guests weren't happy with the way the Monte Carlo reacted to the fire. However, as of today, the hotel says it hasn't received any complaints on how they handled that situation. Meantime, if you have any questions about current arrangements or future reservations, a special number has been set up by the Monte Carlo. That number is on your screen right now. It's 888-395-0776. Again, that's 888-395-0776. And if you're an employee of the Monte Carlo, here's a number that you can call to get more information on work schedules. That number is on your screen right now. That's 693-7005. Again, 693-7005. And just in case you missed it, we'll keep those numbers posted on our website at KTNV.com. Well, Action News has also learned that Lance Burton's Master Magician show at the Monte Carlo has been canceled until further notice. So if you have tickets, you'll be able to get a refund or you can exchange them for another show. You can call the Monte Carlo Lance Burton ticket line at 730-7160. Meantime, be sure to stay with Action News throughout the weekend for live updates on the Monte Carlo fire aftermath. You can also get the latest video and pictures from our website. In traffic news tonight, a man is dead after being hit by a truck. The accident happened last night around 9 o'clock near Charleston and Lucerne. Police say the man was crossing the street outside a crosswalk when he was hit by that truck. The man was pronounced dead at the scene. Meantime, that driver has not been charged. Well, it looks like Tobin Hummer will have to take down its gigantic American flag after all. Now, the flag is located outside the dealership at Sahara and Lindell. A judge sided against Tobin and ordered the owners to bring that flag down. Now, you may recall the controversy started months ago after neighbors said the flag made too much noise when it flapped in the wind. Right now, some on-call banquet servers are protesting a deal with Harrah's Entertainment, saying they're not getting enough work. According to today's Review Journal, protesters say part of the problem is that both full and part-time workers are allowed access to a database, allowing them to see available shifts 15 minutes before on-call servers have access. Now, the Culinary Union accepted the new on-call system as part of its new 5-year contract. Meantime, Harrah's Entertainment could not be reached for comment. Taking a look now at our Red, White, and Blue 2008 coverage on the race to the White House, and Senator Barack Obama has claimed what some are calling a one-sided victory in the South Carolina Democratic primary. With 99% of the precincts reporting, Obama received 55% of the vote compared to Senator Hillary Clinton's 27%. Meantime, South Carolina native John Edwards received just 18% of the vote despite winning that state 4 years ago. And tonight, after his victory, Senator Obama addressed a crowd of followers where he urged the rest of the nation to join his call for change.
There were those who doubted this country's desire for something new, who said Iowa was a fluke, not to be repeated again. Well, tonight, the cynics who believed that what began in the snows of Iowa was just an illusion were told a different story by the good people of South Carolina.
South Carolina is the last big test for the Democrats before Super Tuesday on February 5th, and that's when 24 states will either hold primaries or caucuses. Well, with mudslides, heavy snow, and soaked streets, much of California remains under cloudy skies. This after a series of storms throughout the state continue to cause problems. In the mountains just outside of Los Angeles, several avalanches killed 2 skiers and a snowboarder. Meantime, a 4th person who had been missing was found alive. And in other parts, the weather caught many stranded drivers completely off guard.
I'm going home. I'm going home. I've had enough of this. I mean, nylon pants and tennis shoes don't really make it in this weather.
Yeah, some areas of the Golden State have gotten more rain in the last few days than in all of last year, and forecasters say more rain is on the way.
Weather first and the rain on the way as we speak. Desert Doppler finally showing the green returns. Here you can see this blob here, and I outlined all of this in yellow because this is the McCullough Range, and just north of it, of course, the Spring Range. Now these showers slowly moving up the Spring Range, and temperatures at Kyle Canyon and Mount Charleston are in the high 20s. So it does look like we will see some significant snow falling in the higher elevations tonight. Winter storm warning still in effect, obviously, through Monday at 4 a.m. above 6,000 feet. This includes the Spring Range, the Sheep Range, and many parts of Nye County in the higher elevations there, even over to our west, part of the San Bernardino Mountains as well. High wind watch also in effect for the Las Vegas Valley tomorrow, and this will go through Monday night. We're expecting winds to be anywhere southwest 15 to 25, gusting to 45. Gusts are possible 70 to 80 miles an hour over the higher elevations, so some strong winds definitely moving in. The area shaded in green, the northwest deserts, part of Mojave County. Mainly areas south of Kingman will be prone to some flooding issues tomorrow as well. 49 right now at the airport, cloudy skies. Just a quick look at your day planner. I just wanted to show you. For the most part, it'll be a soggy day tomorrow with temperatures making it into the mid-50s. Really not too cold. This is a pretty warm storm. You can see the surge coming up from the southwest. Very strong plume of moisture here. We've had this low pressure system tapping into this subtropical flow, so now the southern branch moving in quite nicely. This low will move in pretty quick tomorrow and move out by tomorrow night, and then Monday mainly just residual showers. Overnight lows fairly mild in the mid-40s overnight tonight because of the cloud cover, but expect wet morning tomorrow morning. You'll be waking up Sunday morning definitely to some slick streets. Maybe you're headed out to church in the morning. You will want the umbrella. Winds, the stronger winds will develop later on tomorrow night. And then, as I said, Monday things taper off because that storm pushing off to the east. But all of a sudden in the past couple hours, Tiffany, you saw it on the radar. Real strong storms just now starting to come over the mountain.
Yeah, I was seeing what Los Angeles is getting too. So
oh, torrential there, horrible.
So you might want to give yourself some extra time in the morning if you're headed to work or to church, because those roads can get slick as we know.
Yeah, and the nice thing about it is tomorrow's not a work day for most folks, but you know how troublesome it can be on 15 and 215 being so slick.
All right, thanks a lot, Amanda. Appreciate it. Now to a story that's positively Las Vegas. Yes, there she is, Amanda, Miss America, what we always aspired to be. Well, tonight, Miss Michigan Kristen Hogland won the crown at the 87th annual pageant at Planet Hollywood. The 19-year-old aspiring Broadway star sang Over the Rainbow to clinch the title. The first runner-up was Miss Indiana, and Miss Washington was second runner-up. Well, still to come, some kids need discipline when they act out, but one mother says her child's school, well, they went too far. Plus, an accused cross-dressing robber has her day in court this week. You're watching Channel 13 Action News live at 11.
ABC for Las Vegas, KTNV Channel 13.
Well, our current Pacific storm now beginning to make its way into southern Clark County. Desert Doppler shows that tomorrow afternoon, rain all day, winds, very strong winds developing later in the day tomorrow through Monday afternoon.
All right, thanks a lot, Amanda. Well, the woman accused of trying to rip off a bank while dressed like a man will appear in court on Monday. Earlier this week, investigators arrested Jo Beth Castle. Now, police say she was wearing a men's suit when she tried to rob the Bank of America near Blue Diamond and Valley View. Also due in court this week, Esperanza Brooks. Police say Brooks was a volunteer cheerleading coach at Andre Agassi Preparatory Academy when she was arrested last year. Brooks and co-defendant Rashina Kemp face multiple charges. From Contact 13 tonight, while many of us are anxiously awaiting a rebate check from the federal government, President Bush says, quote, it would be a mistake for lawmakers to try to add provisions to the economic stimulus package. The package writes rebate checks to taxpayers and sends out $50 billion worth of incentives to businesses. Meantime, Democrats say something more needs to be done to stave off economic turmoil. Remember, if you need help with a consumer problem, our volunteers are standing by Monday through Friday from 11 until 1 to take your calls. The hotline number is on your screen right now, 368-2255. Again, that's 368-2255. A mother in Queens, New York is taking legal action after learning that her 5-year-old son was handcuffed in school for misbehaving. She says he threw a temper tantrum in class and was taken to the principal's office. And that's when he was reportedly put on a chair and handcuffed behind his back by a school safety agent.
I think that handcuffing a child to a chair is extremely over your boundaries, and it should have never went that far.
The mother says her son also suffers from asthma, speech problems, and may have attention deficit disorder. Now to a story with a Las Vegas feel to it, even though it happened in Atlantic City, New Jersey. A man who says he forgot to buy his girlfriend a pair of lucky jeans actually struck it rich. The boyfriend says he got to the store before it opened, so he decided to play the slots, and then all of a sudden the machine froze, and yep, he hit the jackpot, not realizing how much he'd actually won.
Then I hit like 1,000 or something. I said, no, you hit the big jackpot for $780,000. Oh my God. And he started holding his chest. He was so excited.
Apparently, the man took home $79,000 in cash, the rest in a check, and of course, he bought those jeans for his girlfriend. And his girlfriend now says she may not even wear them. She may just frame them for good luck. There you go. All right. Well, now for the best video of the night. Look at this. Oh, the German-born polar bear called Flocka. Now, she's now just learning to crawl under the careful watch of zookeepers. Officials say the now 5-week-old is growing fast and is in excellent condition. Oh, how cute. Well, it's a song most of us think we know by heart, that is, until we get up to sing it. Coming up, some embarrassing moments for those who've attempted to sing the national anthem. Stay with us. It's a story you don't want to miss. Welcome back. Let's face it, America's national anthem is notoriously hard to sing, and if you've ever mouthed your way through the Star-Spangled Banner as well, you'll appreciate a 5-year-old who stole the show at a Barack Obama rally. Jeannie Mose reports.
She was just a little red speck climbing the steps.
Little Miss Ebony Christie.
The opening act at a Barack Obama rally.
Oh,
say, can she sing? This 5-year-old coughed up a performance that landed her in the...
Okay, a little shaky, but real cute. All right, well, Rebel Fever sweeps through San Diego, and up next in Action Sports with first place on the line, UNLV's game goes down to the final seconds. Doug Kazarian has the highlights. Stay with us.